Alright, well, I'm out here this morning. It's about 6:45 in the morning. I went up to Tractor Supply yesterday and talked to the manager that the lady from TriCam had talked to make sure that everything was in place for me to swap out, because it had been, like, he was supposed to call me when he got the other cart in, and he never called, and that's been 6 or 7 weeks ago. And so I just decided to go in there and talk to him about it. He's like, and he said, oh yeah, you know, I remember talking to the lady from TriCam, so, you know, you bring in your old cart and we'll swap you right out if we've got one in stock. So I went over there to their shelf and looked, and sure enough, they've got one of the big 1,500-pound ones right there. So I come out here to go ahead and load this stinking cart up and take it into Tractor Supply and get my big one. This one right here was the 1,200-pound one, and it's like, I think it's like 32 inches wide and 4 feet long. The new cart is a full 4 feet wide and 6 feet long. So I'll be able to haul lumber on that bigger cart a lot easier than this little thing. And it's got 15-inch tires on the bigger one. So the only thing about the bigger one is this one has that handle that can flip around. You can pull it with your hands. The bigger one doesn't have that handle. You can only just pull it, you know, with like a lawnmower or a four-wheeler or something. But I'm sure you could put a piece of round steel in there or something and put a pin in it and pull it around if you wanted to. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and load this puppy up and get all my boards off of it and everything. It's kind of embarrassing taking this thing in there because it's just beat to crap. I mean, you know, obviously that's why I'm returning it, but you know, it's still kind of like, oh, like here's this thing that I totally destroyed. Now give me something awesome, you know. This cart I got on sale for $99, and the new cart that they're giving me is $300. They have another one just like this one on the shelf, but the lady at TriCam, you know, really wanted to make sure I got something that was heavy duty enough, so she set it up with my store to where they're going to swap me out for the bigger, better one. Even swap. So I'm not going to pass that up. Let me get this sucker loaded up and we'll go get the new one. Alright, so here it is. The 1,500-pound one. 6 feet long and 4 feet wide. This is awesome. This thing is supposed to be $300, but they swapped me out of a $99 one straight across for this one. So I don't think Tractor Supply would normally do that, but I arranged it with the manufacturer before I even, you know, did anything with Tractor Supply. So alright, let's see what's in here. Now I'm guessing that comes in 2 separate halves or something, because this box ain't 6 feet wide, so, or long. This box was heavy. Okay, well, there's a front rail. Lay that over here in the grass. Side rail. It's basically made the same as the other cart. Hopefully it's a little more heavy duty. The side rails seem like they're quite a bit heavier. There's the other rail. Thinking there probably ought to be 2 side rails per side, so yeah. Oh man, and I guess there's 2 back ones too. Well, I might just have to set this on the tripod while I take all this out. one half of the bed. Heck, half of the bed is just as big as the whole other cart. Rawr. Oh yeah, these tires are a lot bigger. That's as big as a riding lawnmower tire on the back. It's on the hardware. Tie rods. This thing is heavy. Man, oh man. This is just awesome. This is about the best experience I've ever had with somebody backing up their products. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and just video me putting it together. It might take me longer to video or to put it together than the video camera has battery, but I guess we'll do as much as we can. Alright, important safety instructions. That's what I'm concerned with, is safety. Okay, assembly instructions. Turn the cart beds upside down. Okay, so attach the front struts to the bed using M12 60 bolts. Okay. Sometimes I have to go a little bit slow to really understand directions and things, because these directions are not always the best. Okay, so we need M12 60 right there. Okay. Those are some pretty hefty bolts just to hold a little bitty strut thing on, so that's good. That's like a 1/2 inch bolt. Some of this stuff is just like, it would be a lot easier if they just labeled stuff a little better, you know? I'm not going to go through and tighten everything down all the way until I know everything is right. Like I said, I'm not going to tighten these down all the way until I get it together, kinda. Assemble the front bar to the front axle sub, so that goes in there. And then this one goes in the other side. Ah. Big washer. A pin. Big washer. Pin. And then we need to bend that pin so it don't come out. Well, so far everything on this cart feels pretty heavy duty. It's like 1/8 inch angle iron steel, so I think it probably should be a little more hefty than the other card. Let's see. Okay, it goes up through the bottom. You dirty turd. I'm hoping a lot of these bolts and things will be at least roughly the same size. Okay, we need to go ahead and put a washer and a pin on this side. Alright, so there's our steering mechanism. We need about 9 hands for this stuff. Alright. Now watch, I put the bolt in backwards. Not that it matters, but nope, I didn't. Guessing my battery's going dead. Luckily I got one right here. Okay, so I got it all bolted together and realized that I left these square tube pieces out. So I thought I would go ahead and show my mistake, and that way maybe somebody else won't make the same. That's one thing about me, is I'm not ashamed to show when I make a mistake. That's for sure. That's half of my videos is me making mistakes. Okay, now it's time to put the two halves together. It's pretty heavy. Rawr. Wow, man. Now that's a big mamma jamma. Man, this is awesome. I just can't get over the fact I paid $99 for a little one, about the size of half of this thing. I tore it all to crap, and they give me this huge mamma jamma. This is awesome. Again, I don't think this is something that Tractor Supply would have done without the coaxing of the manufacturer. But nonetheless, they were all too happy to do it, so. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. A washer and a pin. Those washers better be on those axles already, or else it didn't come with them. Oh, they are. Well, this one has 2 washers per side. Okay. Now that side didn't have a pin. It's got the washers, but not the pin. Luckily, I've even got a galvanized nail so it won't rust. But next time I'm at the hardware store, I'll go ahead and pick up another pin, cotter key, whatever you want to call it. Wow. Look at that big old mamma jamma. That's pretty good size. This is awesome. And this one here. Whoop. Alright, no extra parts. All gone. I even had one too few pins, but I guess that's okay. I mean, I am getting a $300 cart instead of a $99 one, so I'm not going to complain about a 13-cent pin, I guess. Wow. Man, this thing's big. I'm going to be able to haul lumber on this thing, all kinds of stuff. That other one, I tried to haul lumber on it, but it was only 4 feet long, so it had a bunch hanging over the front and the back and all kinds of stuff. This one can accommodate a full 4-foot wide stack. You know, I'd probably stack it 4 foot tall, since it'll hold 1,500 pounds. I might just do maybe a 2-foot stack just to be on the safe side, but you know, I'll only have a foot hanging over each end for an 8-foot board, so this will be a lot better. It'll be a little more difficult getting it maneuvering through the woods, but that's a small price to pay. This thing is awesome. I can take the kids and the wife on a ride now. Alright, well, that's it. Just thought I'd share this with y'all. I know this was a long video, but you know, if you've made it this far, I guess you wanted to watch it. And if you didn't want to watch this much of a video, then you're probably not seeing this part right now. So anyway, I just thought I'd share it with you guys. This is the end of the cart debacle. It's awesome. Tricam, I don't know so much about Tractor Supply because they probably wouldn't have done something like this on their own, but Tricam Industries stands behind their stuff, and I can vouch for that. It only took me one phone call to work this deal out, so oh man, it's just awesome. Now I actually have to do some work out there. Crap.